This is a particularly degrading form of cheating. You do not start serving the people by corrupting them and degrading their dignity. Kasi sinasabi po sa BBCRB and the other NGOs na nagkamayad voters education na siri, selling your vote is selling your dignity. Kaya may movie po tayo na directed by no other than our very own Chito Runio na pinamagatang ng magkano ba ang halaga. Number 4, do not trivialize the campaign period. Educate the people during the campaign by explaining to them your platform and the issues involved. Do not be satisfied to be reduced to singing, dancing, magic, and clowning before the people. 5, do not tell lies to destroy the good name of another person. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Exodus 20, verse 16. This commandment remains in effect and is not suspended during the campaign period. A person who destroys the good name of another will probably not mind doing evil to others. If the campaign remains on the level of issues, much black propaganda and mudslinging will be avoided. Likewise, I humbly ask the voters who are listening to us now over the radio, DYOG, because we are i-cover ito siya live. I humbly ask the voters, vote intelligently. Do not be fooled by appearances, words, and promises. Study the issues involved, the platforms of the candidates and their past records. Vote for persons who act in a manner consistent with Christian principles. Vote honestly according to your enlightened judgment and conscience after carefully weighing the persons and issues involved. Vote for the persons who can do the most good for the whole country, for our brothers. Vote for the persons who embody the gospel values of justice, truth, freedom, love, peace, respect for human rights and life. To our voters, please do not sell your votes. Your vote, your honor. When you sell your vote, you sell your honor, and you become nothing in the eyes of those who buy you. Do not allow yourselves to be corrupted by money or other immoral considerations into voting or not voting or cheating for a candidate. Beware of those who overspend during elections. They will surely seek to recover their expenses with profit at our expense. Do not allow yourself to be cowed. Band together with your fellow citizens and seek the protection of law enforcers, the Commonwealth and its deputies. There are no tyrants where there are no cowards. Election time is one of those rare times in our democracy when people directly exercise political power, which is meant to serve the common good. So do not squander or barter away the exercise of this power. Use it to give our country and people a better life. And to the Comelec and other deputies, I say, do you work with impartiality? You are not the hirelings of the persons who appointed you. You are the servants of the people. It is to the people you owe loyalty and not to the appointing powers. Let God, the laws of our land, and your conscience be your guide. Do your work with competence. You are empowered and therefore are expected to be able to keep the polls honest and peaceful. Do your work with honesty. When you cheat or help in cheating, you sin in a double way. You rob rightful winners of their office, and you betray the public trust which you assume on us. Do your work credibly. You must only be impartial, competent, and honest, and you must not even give any appearance of partiality, incompetence, and dishonesty. And lastly, San Comelec people, expose and neutralize all private armed groups. Unless you do so, the elections cannot be honest and peaceful. They certainly will not be credible. Your credibility and competence are at stake here. I've already said it before, and I would like to say it again now. To the teachers and public school personnel, I trust in your integrity. In the eyes of the young, you are upholders of truth and honesty. So teachers, please do not destroy or let others destroy your name and profession. To the military, police, and civilian home defense forces, some of you are here. You are the guardians of peace and order. You owe your allegiance to the flag and to our people, not to any particular individual or political group. I urge you to defend the life, dignity, and rights of our citizenry. I humbly ask you, never allow yourselves to be used or abused as an instrument of election violence and cheating. Before the candidates also, well, hihimo natin ito very soon. Mag-pledge sila sumala sa manifesto to avoid at all costs the use of force, intimidation, fraud, and violence as written here for the advantage of the political interests. So candidates should also vow to obey all laws and regulations mandated by authorities and to observe fairness, justice, and sportsmanship in dealing with their political opponents. As you do all this, my dear candidates, I do hope and pray that you sincerely and humbly commit yourselves to follow and respect the contents of this candidate's manifesto. Or else we are just wasting time, money, and effort here if all is just on the tarpaulin, and we will affix our signatures later on if you don't follow what is written here. Otherwise, this peace covenant signing is a useless exercise. fellow Calbayogons, the elections are the key to good government. Credible elections will make a credible government. Meaningful elections will make for good government. This May 2016 elections will show what kind of people we are and will determine the kind of government we shall have. Let us all together make these elections truly champ. Hindi champ sa Jollibee, champ sumala sa BBCRB. Clean, honest, accurate, meaningful, and peaceful. I wish to encourage persons, organizations, and movements that have been working to assure for us this kind of elections. Here in the Diocese of Calbayog, this time we have two already. Some previous elections, we only have the PPCRB or Parish Pastoral Council responsible voting. But this year, I accepted SLB, Simbahang Lingkod ng Bayan. This is the social arm of the Ateneo University. So there are two